You're reshaping your relationship with discipline, and it shows. For a lot of you, you're reframing what it means for you and taking almost this look at it as if it's devotion instead of something that like needs to be done. You're taking a look at who it is that you want to be, like what identity it is that you're trying to embody, and then it's almost like working backwards from there and saying like, what action steps would I need to be taking every single day to get to this end goal? So like for some of you, if you want to be like an author, for example, what you would need to do every day is show up and write a little bit. And for a lot of you, like I'm getting almost like an all or nothing. I'm seeing like scales being really unbalanced. You could have this kind of like relationship with work, whether this comes from like childhood and like schoolwork and that kind of thing, or if it comes from like the professional world where you're used to like going all in on a project or like being burnt out, not doing anything at all. And you're starting to see that it's not really about like showing up and like writing like 1,000 words a day, that kind of thing. And if you can't do that, then it's like worthless. It's like, it doesn't matter how much you put onto the page, it's just showing up. This devotional act of just showing up is what allows you to embody the identity. I love this. I've got 6 of Embers at the back of my deck. So you've been redefining like what a victory is for you and what success and accomplishment means for you. Whereas in the past, you may have like discredited what work you've done because it didn't feel like enough or didn't hit whatever like huge goal it was. It was almost like if you're not pushing past your boundaries every day, then you're not successful, and you're like reshaping what that means. For some of you, yeah, interesting, I've got this Protector in reverse. Because I'm almost getting like a bit of contrast here where there's like it's almost like fire and ice right here. Of like people that have surrounded you in the past weren't a reflection of you. Because I got the image of someone I used to work with. Yeah. Who was like really into this manifestation stuff, but felt like it never worked because they were expecting almost like if you manifest, the universe just like drops miracles. So like this was someone who wanted to be a business owner and like put on all of their socials that they were like the CEO of their company, but didn't have any like paperwork to say that they were in business. Like they didn't have a business bank account. They didn't have any of the paperwork filed to say that they were operating in business. And this was something that like we had a discussion on was like, why hasn't this back end stuff been done, but you're out here like claiming? And this person's response was like, oh, well, the universe will make it happen. And that's sort of like the especially where I have 2 6s here, is that this almost like completely hands-off approach of like, I don't have to do anything isn't how you operate. And you've seen like the results of that. Is that I see that a lot in like the manifestation stuff, is that it's like, if I just say that I'm this identity, right? Because some people will see embodying the identity is that like, well, if I put in the bio on all my socials that like I own, that I'm a CEO of whatever company, it will come about. And while that is true, if you take like the back end actions to make that happen, it will be. But if you sit there and wait for the universe to then like make you that because you said so without taking any action, you aren't going to get anywhere. So that's weird that sort of like contrast came into play. You could have had people in your life like surrounding you with that. I'm hearing like self-sabotage. So those people could have even like tried to sabotage you, or they saw the action you take and thought that because you're an action taker, like somehow being attached to you or around you would make their dreams happen as well. It's almost like they wanted you to put the work in for them, or they saw you as the universe. So that's an interesting channel that I got. This is telling me that you have been separated from that, and it's bringing you towards a victory. So keep taking those little action steps and know that your big goal will be accomplished just through taking the baby steps, and that is what embodying the identity is. It's not just like plastering what you want everywhere and then just sitting back waiting for the universe to bring it. Yeah, not really being in your power here. 444 on my timer. Embodying the energy is through the action steps you take each day. Okay, weird little channel at the end. You are expanding through this methodical work that you've been taking. And there's something you don't see coming. This could be in regards to a partnership. When it comes to like your work life and abundance. So you have something coming in regarding a partnership. So I think I'm gonna have to do a part 2 on that. If this resonates with you, let me know, and all my services are in my bio.